say is this board is truly exhilarating in a frightening way. So this board truly does some things extremely well. Number one, it carves like a monster. Number two, it rolls for days. These hub motors are so efficient and they glide amazingly. Three, it rides super smooth, but there are some downsides to it. Now, not that this is really a downside, but this thing is so confidence inspiring that you want to blast around on every single road that you're on, carving the shit out of it. But the thing is, you get going so fast that you see shit in the road that you just can't get over, and you can't stop in time. And you have to be super careful. It's like you have to go around roads that you know and you have pre-planned already. You've ridden it and then you go over it again at speed. You come up on any kind of divots or anything in the road and it can throw you off. And you just don't realize that you're actually going like 26 miles an hour. You know what? Actually, scrap that. You should always probably know the roads you're going on and the type of terrain you're on. And paying attention is probably the smarter way to go. Specifically came down to this area because it's like a new development and the roads are basically all new. Up in Tahoe, the roads are kind of really crappy. So here, it's really nice for this board because it loves smooth roads. Also, I've been mostly sticking in economy or eco mode because sport is so freaking fast that you can get yourself in trouble immediately. The favorite aspect about this board is getting on the throttle, getting up speed, and then letting off the throttle and just letting it glide. Especially like going into a hill, just letting it free roll down and getting that nice downhill carving feel, or just general skateboarding. But actually staying on the throttle is not as good. This was a big climb in eco mode, going 14 miles an hour. These hub motors aren't even the most powerful motors for electric skateboards at all. And still, like, tons of power still. Sport mode, easily over 20 miles an hour, flying up this thing. I'm just still a little bit afraid of this board because it has sent me to the deck many times. So I have 3 bars left on the remote. It keeps vibrating, so I think I'm gonna head back to the car. 16.6, an hour 17 into this ride. Pretty solid, though I've been in eco mode a lot, just because this thing is just so fast. I wanna stay in sport mode. I really wanna go faster, but like, I don't feel like my ability is quite there yet. The X3 requires a lot more ability than really what I have at this moment in time. And it's kind of always this balance of tightening up the trucks enough to have stability, but not too much to where you can't carve. So just finishing up, I got in 19 miles on the board and I have 1 bar left. Pretty good. Typically I think this would get more range, but I did throw on some bigger tires because, to be honest, when I broke a couple of these trucks on this board, I decided to get some Mad wheels, and they are a bit bigger, a lot of it bigger actually, 105 millimeters compared to the ones that came on that are like 90. The ride's so much better, so I'll easily give up a little bit of the range. 19 miles for a street board also, I think is really, really solid. So I'm super stoked to have the board back. It did take me a while to get it all put back together because after I broke the truck and then the board cracked, like the deck, I had to swap everything back around. And I'll tell you, the silicone welding that they basically use, it's not bolt-on, it's actually like a glue. And it's intense. It works great for keeping this thing waterproof, but I swear to God, it is a nightmare to take apart and put back together. So on that bombshell, I will see you in the next one.